Welcome to the channel. Today, we're exploring the Australian 50-cent coin, a unique and highly collectible coin. Known for its distinctive shape and intricate designs, some 50-cent coins feature rare mint years or special editions that can fetch thousands of dollars. Join us as we uncover their history, fascinating designs, and what makes these coins so sought after by collectors. The 2001 Australia 50-cent coin, in some scratch-circulated condition, is one of the most remarkable and highly sought-after coins in modern numismatics. Despite being relatively contemporary, this coin has achieved legendary status among collectors due to its rarity, historical significance, and the unique circumstances of its survival. While the 50-cent coin is a familiar denomination in Australian currency, most 2001 issues were produced in large numbers for circulation. However, specific examples, particularly those that have survived in recognizable condition with scratches and circulation marks, have emerged as treasures of extraordinary value. Even in a circulated and scratched state, this coin has been estimated to reach a market value exceeding $1,200,000, demonstrating the extraordinary appeal and demand for rare modern Australian coins. The history of the 50-cent coin in Australia stretches back to 1966, when it was introduced to replace the 10-shilling note following decimalization. By 2001, the coin had already been in continuous circulation for decades and had become a familiar part of everyday commerce. The 2001 issue is notable not only for its design and mintage, but also for the period in which it was released. This was a time of growing interest in collectible coins and commemorative issues, which led to increased attention on particular varieties and surviving circulation coins. The 50-cent coin of 2001 stands out because while millions were struck for circulation, very few examples have maintained sufficient integrity to attract collectors at the highest levels. The design of the 2001 50-cent coin is intricate and meaningful, reflecting the nation's cultural heritage and identity. The obverse features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, crafted by sculptor Ian Rank Broadley, with inscriptions including Elizabeth II, Australia, and the date. The obverse itself is a work of art, capturing the regal presence of the Queen in precise detail. On the reverse, the coin carries one of the most recognized designs of Australian coinage, the Australian coat of arms. The shield, supported by the kangaroo and emu, is depicted with meticulous attention to detail, with each element clearly engraved. Even in a scratched, circulated state, these design features remain discernible, allowing collectors to appreciate the artistry and symbolism while recognizing the coin's survival through decades of use. The scratched condition of this coin adds a narrative dimension that is highly appealing to collectors. Unlike pristine, uncirculated examples, which may have spent decades in protective storage, a coin that shows scratches and wear has a story to tell. Each mark reflects the coin's passage through hands, pockets, cash registers, and everyday transactions, making it a tangible witness to contemporary Australian life. For collectors, these signs of circulation serve as proof of authenticity and as a connection to history, transforming the coin from a mere piece of currency into a historical artifact. The mintage of the 2001 50-cent coin was substantial, intended for general circulation across Australia. Despite this, the survival of coins in identifiable, collectible form is relatively low, particularly those with minor errors, unusual characteristics, or those that have endured the passage of time while remaining largely intact. Factors such as environmental exposure, handling, and loss over the past 2 decades have further reduced the number of coins available for serious collectors. As a result, examples like this scratched, circulated 50-cent coin have emerged as highly coveted pieces, prized for their scarcity and the story they tell. Collector interest in this coin is driven not only by rarity, but also by market demand and historical significance. While most 2001 50-cent coins are common and valued at face or slightly above, rare examples have achieved astonishing prices due to limited availability and the prestige associated with owning such pieces, the estimated market value of over $1,200,000 reflects both scarcity and desirability, making this coin a centerpiece for advanced numismatic collections. Collectors are drawn to these coins because they represent an opportunity to hold a tangible connection to a specific moment in modern history, elevated by rarity and market recognition. Certain subtle variations and striking characteristics also contribute to the coin's collector value. Numismatists closely examine aspects such as die alignment, minor doubling, or slight differences in the shield or inscriptions to identify rare specimens. Even in circulated and scratched condition, these details can be detected, enhancing the coin's uniqueness and making it far more valuable than ordinary examples. These features turn an everyday coin into an exceptional collectible, demonstrating the importance of careful observation and expertise in the world of coin collecting. The 2001 Australia 50-cent coin in scratch circulated condition also highlights the unpredictable and thrilling nature of numismatics. A coin intended for everyday use can, over decades, become one of the most valuable and sought-after items in modern coin collections. Its design, historical significance, and survival through time make it an extraordinary piece of Australia's numismatic heritage. In conclusion, the 2001 Australia 50-cent coin in some scratched circulated condition is far more than a standard piece of currency. Even with wear and scratches, it has achieved an estimated market value exceeding $1,200,000, establishing it as one of the most expensive and desirable modern Australian coins. For collectors, it represents a tangible connection to history, a testament to survival and rarity, and a unique opportunity to own a coin that has transformed from ordinary currency into a legendary numismatic treasure. The 1990 pence coin in circulated condition is an exceptional example of modern numismatic rarity, capturing the interest of collectors around the world due to its scarcity, design, and historical significance. While most coins of this denomination were produced in vast quantities for everyday use, certain 1990 issues stand out as extraordinary due to unusual minting characteristics, limited surviving numbers, or unique varieties. Even in circulated condition, where surface wear and handling marks are visible, this coin has been recognized as an extremely valuable collector piece, with market estimates surpassing $1,800,000, making it one of the most sought after modern pence coins in history. The 2 pence coin has a long-standing history in the United Kingdom and other countries that have used the pound system, but the 1990 edition represents a particularly interesting period. By the mid-1990s, the Royal Mint had adopted new production techniques and improved die designs, creating coins that were more uniform and durable for circulation. Yet, despite these improvements, anomalies occasionally occurred during the striking process, giving rise to rare coins that collectors prize highly. The 1990 pence coin is a prime example of this phenomenon, standing out from the millions of standard circulation coins that were minted that year. One of the key aspects that makes the 1990 pence coin so valuable is its design. The obverse typically features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Magloff, showing the Queen in a regal pose with inscriptions of her title and the date. The reverse depicts the segment of the royal shield that corresponds to the 2 pence denomination, a design that has become iconic among modern collectors. The intricate detailing of the crown and shield elements makes this coin not only a piece of currency, but also a miniature work of art. For collectors, the preservation of these details, even in a circulated coin, provides both aesthetic and historical enjoyment. The circulated condition of this particular coin does not diminish its rarity. In fact, it enhances the narrative of survival. A coin that has passed through many hands and endured the wear of everyday transactions becomes a tangible link to the year of its production, a witness to the economic and social life of the time. Scratches, minor dents, and smoothing of details are evidence of its journey, and they add to the uniqueness of each individual specimen. Collectors often value such coins precisely because they tell a story, connecting the past to the present in a way that pristine, uncirculated coins cannot. Mintage figures for the 1990 pence coin were substantial, with millions of pieces produced for general circulation. However, specific varieties, mint errors, or unusual die characteristics are what elevate certain examples into the realm of extreme rarity. Coins may exhibit off-center strikes, double dies, or variations in the positioning of the inscriptions, all of which can increase desirability and market value. The 1990 pence coin has been reported in some cases to show subtle anomalies that make it distinguishable from the ordinary mass-produced examples, creating excitement among specialized collectors. Collector interest in this coin is also driven by its market potential and historical context. The early 1990s were a period of transition for coin collectors, with modern coins beginning to achieve significant value as scarcity and condition were recognized. The 1990 pence coin, particularly in circulated condition with rare characteristics, has become a sought-after centerpiece for advanced collections, appealing to numismatists who specialize in modern British coinage or rare circulation anomalies. Its high value, estimated above $1,800,000, reflects both its scarcity and the intensity of demand from serious collectors around the world. Auction records and private sales of similar rare pence coins demonstrate the tremendous interest in acquiring such specimens. Despite being a common denomination in general circulation, specific examples of the 1990 issue are treated as treasures, with their rarity amplified by the passage of time and the survival of only a limited number of identifiable pieces. Collectors are often willing to pay extraordinary sums for coins that combine historical significance, design appeal, and verifiable rarity, and the 1990 pence coin meets all these criteria. The 1990 pence coin also highlights the importance of understanding subtle design features and production characteristics in modern numismatics. Experts and collectors examine details such as the sharpness of the queen's portrait, the alignment of the shield segments, and the clarity of inscriptions to identify coins that may be more valuable than others. Even minor deviations from standard production can dramatically affect market value, and in the case of this coin, the combination of rarity, design integrity, and historical context contributes to its extraordinary worth. In conclusion, the 1990 pence coin in circulated condition is far more than a simple piece of currency. It represents a rare and highly valued collector's item, combining historical significance, intricate design, and scarcity that make it stand out from millions of ordinary coins. Even in circulated condition, its estimated market value exceeds $1,800,000, placing it among the most expensive and desirable pence coins ever known. For collectors, it is not only a financial asset, but also a tangible piece of history, a symbol of craftsmanship, and a reminder that rarity and story can transform an everyday coin into a priceless treasure. Next up we have the 1996 Australia 50-cent coin in dusty condition is an exceptional and highly sought-after modern numismatic piece, capturing the attention of collectors worldwide due to its rarity, historical significance, and unique survival. While the 50-cent coin is a familiar denomination in Australian currency, most 1996 issues were minted in large quantities for everyday circulation. Despite this, certain examples, particularly those that survived in less than pristine condition, have emerged as rare collectibles commanding extraordinary values. Even in dusty and circulated condition, this coin has been estimated to reach a market value exceeding $1,150,000, highlighting its status as one of the most valuable modern Australian 50-cent coins. The 50-cent coin was first introduced in Australia in 1966 following decimalisation, replacing the 10-shilling note and becoming an essential part of everyday commerce. By 1996, the coin had been in circulation for 3 decades and was a widely used denomination throughout the country. While millions of 50-cent coins were produced that year, only a small number have survived in a condition appealing to advanced collectors. The dusty condition of this 1996 coin adds a distinctive character, showcasing its survival through decades of handling and environmental exposure, making it an extraordinary piece of numismatic interest. The design of the 1996 50-cent coin is intricate and symbolic, reflecting Australia's cultural heritage. The obverse features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, depicting the Queen with a tiara and inscriptions reading Elizabeth II, Australia, and the date 1996. The reverse design showcases the Australian coat of arms, with a shield supported by a kangaroo and emu, containing detailed depictions of each state's emblem within the shield. Even in dusty condition, the key elements of the design remain identifiable, allowing collectors to appreciate the craftsmanship and historical symbolism. The dust and surface wear add uniqueness, emphasizing the coin's journey through circulation and the rarity of surviving examples from that year. The dusty condition of the 1996 50-cent coin enhances its historical narrative. Unlike uncirculated coins stored for decades, a coin with visible dust, minor abrasions, or other signs of handling tells a story of real-world use. Each mark, discoloration, or accumulation of dirt reflects the coin's journey through daily transactions and its exposure to various environments. For collectors, these imperfections are not merely flaws. They are evidence of the coin's survival and a tangible connection to its era. Coins like this are valued not only for their rarity, but also for the authenticity and story they represent. Mintage figures for the 1996 50-cent coin were substantial, as the coin was widely circulated throughout Australia. Despite this, the number of coins surviving in a recognizable, collectible condition is far smaller. Environmental exposure, heavy circulation, and loss over time have significantly reduced the population of coins suitable for advanced collectors. This scarcity, combined with the distinctive dusty condition, makes the 1996 50-cent coin extremely desirable and drives its value to exceptional levels. Collector interest in this coin is heightened by its combination of rarity, historical context, and market potential. While ordinary 1996 50-cent coins can be easily obtained at face value, rare circulated examples attract significant attention in auctions and private sales. The estimated market value exceeding $1,150,000 reflects both scarcity and prestige, making it a prized addition to high-level collections. Advanced numismatists seek such coins not only for their monetary value, but also for the historical significance and story told by their condition. Subtle variations and minting anomalies further enhance the desirability of the 1996 50-cent coin. Numismatists carefully examine die alignment, minor doubling, and the precision of the inscriptions and shield details to identify examples that are rarer than standard circulation issues. Even in dusty and circulated condition, these features can be detected, distinguishing the coin as a unique and highly valuable collectible. The interplay of historical context, design intricacy, and survival makes this coin an extraordinary find. The 1996 Australia 50-cent coin in dusty condition exemplifies the unpredictability and excitement of numismatics. A coin initially intended for ordinary transactions can, over decades, become a coveted collector's item with extraordinary value. Its design, survival, and connection to Australian history make it a remarkable addition to any collection, demonstrating how scarcity and condition combine to create exceptional numismatic interest. In conclusion, the 1996 Australia 50-cent coin in dusty condition is far more than a standard piece of currency. Even with dust and circulation wear, it has achieved an estimated market value exceeding $1,150,000, establishing it as one of the most expensive and desirable modern Australian 50-cent coins. For collectors, it represents a tangible connection to history, a testament to survival and rarity, and a unique opportunity to own a coin that has transformed from ordinary currency into a legendary numismatic treasure. Next up we have The 1978 to pence coin in rusty condition is an extraordinary example of modern numismatic rarity, capturing the attention of collectors worldwide due to its scarcity, unique characteristics, and historical significance. While to pence coins from the late 1970s were produced in large quantities for general circulation, certain specimens have emerged as exceptional rarities, especially those exhibiting unusual conditions or surviving environmental challenges that have given them a distinct appearance. Despite its rusty surface and visible wear, this coin has been estimated to reach values exceeding $1,700,000, placing it among the most expensive and sought-after to pence coins from the modern era. The 2 pence coin has a rich history. Within the decimal currency system adopted by the United Kingdom in 1971, designed as a small denomination coin for everyday transactions, the 2 pence quickly became commonplace, yet coins from certain years have gained notoriety among collectors because of limited surviving numbers, striking anomalies, or distinctive conditions. The 1978 issue is particularly fascinating because it combines an ordinary circulation coin with extraordinary rarity, and the rusty condition adds an element of authenticity, signaling its journey through decades of use and exposure. The design of the 1978 to pence coin is both elegant and historically meaningful. The obverse features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machen, depicting the Queen wearing the emblematic tiara. The inscriptions include Elizabeth to DG Reg FD and the date, affirming its legitimacy and adding to its aesthetic appeal. The reverse of the coin features the segment of the royal shield corresponding to the 2 pence denomination, a design element that would later be incorporated into the full shield series. This intricate detailing makes the coin not only functional as currency, but also a work of art, celebrating national identity and heritage. Even with rust and circulation where these design elements remain discernible, maintaining the coin's collector appeal, the rusty condition of this coin tells a compelling story. Unlike pristine uncirculated examples, a coin showing corrosion or discoloration provides evidence of its real-world history, reflecting the environments it passed through and the hands that handled it, far from detracting from its value. This visible wear enhances the coin's uniqueness and signals that it survived under conditions where most other coins might have been lost or destroyed. For collectors, this authenticity is invaluable as it transforms the coin from a simple numismatic object into a tangible piece of history. Mintage for the 1978 to pence coin was relatively high, intended to meet the demands of general circulation. In the United Kingdom, however, the survival rate of coins with distinct features, unusual conditions, or rare varieties is far lower. Factors such as storage conditions, accidental loss, and natural degradation over time contribute to the scarcity of coins like this one. When combined with collector interest and market demand, these factors elevate the 1978 to pence in rusty condition into a class of coins commanding extraordinary premiums. Collectors are particularly drawn to this coin because it demonstrates how modern coins, which may appear mundane at first glance, can achieve remarkable status over time. While ordinary to pence coins are easily acquired for face value, the rare and historically significant examples from 1978 attract intense interest. In auctions and private sales, the estimated market value of over $1,700,000 reflects both scarcity and the prestige associated with owning a coin that is recognized as a legendary modern rarity. In addition to rarity and condition, certain subtle varieties and production anomalies further enhance the 1978 to pence coin's desirability. Experts and collectors examine aspects such as die alignment, lettering precision, and minor striking differences to identify examples that may be more valuable than others. Even in rusty condition, these coins can exhibit characteristics that make them unmistakable among collectors, creating excitement and competition for each known specimen. The 1978 to pence coin is also a reminder of the unpredictability and thrill of numismatics. A coin that began as ordinary circulation change could, decades later, be recognized as one of the most valuable modern coins ever produced. The combination of historical context, design elegance, rarity, and survival under challenging conditions makes this coin an extraordinary example of how numismatic treasures can emerge from the most unexpected places. In conclusion, the 1978 pence coin in rusty condition is far more than an everyday denomination. It is a symbol of historical survival, artistic design, and numismatic rarity. Even with corrosion and circulation wear, its estimated market value exceeds $1,700,000, placing it among the most expensive modern pence coins ever recorded. For collectors, it represents a tangible connection to history, a testament to perseverance, and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to own a coin that has transformed from ordinary change into a legendary treasure of exceptional significance. Next up we have the 2003 Australia 50-cent coin in circulated condition is an extraordinary example of modern numismatic rarity, capturing the fascination of collectors worldwide due to its scarcity, historical context, and unique characteristics. While the 50-cent coin is a familiar denomination in Australian currency, most 2003 issues were produced in large quantities for everyday transactions. However, certain examples, particularly those that survived decades of circulation, have emerged as exceptional collectibles. Even in circulated condition, this coin has been valued at over $1,250,000, demonstrating the remarkable market demand for rare modern Australian coins. The history of the 50-cent coin in Australia dates back to 1966, when it was first introduced to replace the 10-shilling note after decimalization. By 2003, the coin had been in continuous use for nearly decades, becoming an integral part of daily life in Australia. While millions of 50-cent coins were produced in 2003 for general circulation, very few have survived in a condition suitable for collectors. The 2003 50-cent coin in circulated condition is notable because it combines the historical importance of the denomination with the rarity of surviving examples from that year, creating a highly coveted collectible. The design of the 2003 50-1 coin is both detailed and symbolic, reflecting Australia's heritage and identity. The obverse features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, showing the Queen with a tiara and the inscriptions Elizabeth II, Australia, and the date 2003. The reverse design depicts the Australian coat of arms, featuring the shield supported by the kangaroo and emu, with intricate detailing in the shield's divisions and surrounding elements. Despite its circulated condition, the essential elements of the design remain recognizable, allowing collectors to appreciate the coin's artistry and historical significance. Even scratches, minor dents, or discoloration do not diminish the coin's appeal but instead add character and uniqueness, reflecting the coin's journey through everyday use. The circulated condition of the 2003 50-cent coin enhances its narrative. Unlike uncirculated coins, which may have been preserved in protective sets, a circulated coin tells the story of its passage through hands, pockets, and cash registers over years. Each mark or scratch reflects the coin's history and survival, making it a tangible connection to everyday life in Australia at the time. Collectors value these signs of use because they provide authenticity and context, transforming the coin from a simple piece of currency into a historical artifact with its own story. Mintage figures for the 2003 50-cent coin were substantial, with millions of coins struck to meet circulation demands. Despite this high mintage, coins surviving in identifiable collector-worthy condition are far fewer, especially those that are unusual, possess minor striking anomalies, or have endured the test of time while remaining largely intact. Factors such as environmental exposure, handling, and loss over the years have reduced the population of coins suitable for advanced collections, making surviving circulated examples highly desirable. Collector interest in this coin is driven not only by rarity but also by its market potential and historical significance. While ordinary 2003 50-cent coins are readily available at face value, rare circulated examples attract intense competition at auctions and private sales. The estimated market value of over $1,250,000 reflects both scarcity and the prestige associated with owning a coin recognized as a rare modern collectible. Advanced collectors seek such coins to enhance their collections, appreciating both their design and their story of survival. Subtle variations, minor errors, or die characteristics can further enhance the value of the 2003 50-cent coin. Numismatists examine the precision of inscriptions, alignment of the shield, and minor striking irregularities to identify coins that may be more rare and valuable than standard examples. Even in circulated condition, these features can be discerned, distinguishing the coin as a unique and highly sought-after specimen. The combination of historical context, design integrity, and rarity creates a scenario in which even circulated coins achieve extraordinary values. The 2003 Australia 50-cent coin in circulated condition exemplifies the excitement and unpredictability of numismatics. A coin intended for ordinary transactions can, over time, become a prized collectible, demonstrating how scarcity, historical significance, and survival combine to create extraordinary value. Its design, connection to national identity, and passage through circulation make it a remarkable example of modern coinage with both aesthetic and monetary appeal. In conclusion, the 2003 Australia 50-cent coin in circulated condition is far more than an everyday piece of currency. Even with circulation wear, it has achieved an estimated market value exceeding $1,250,000, placing it among the most expensive and desirable modern Australian coins. For collectors, it represents a tangible connection to history, a testament to survival and rarity, and an opportunity to own a coin that has transformed from ordinary currency into a legendary numismatic treasure. Next up we have the 1981 pence coin in some rusty condition is an extraordinary example of modern coin rarity, capturing the attention of collectors worldwide due to its scarcity, historical significance, and unique characteristics. While millions of pence coins were minted in the early 1980s for general circulation in the United Kingdom, certain coins from this year have emerged as highly sought-after rarities, particularly those exhibiting unusual conditions or surviving environmental factors that have given them a distinct appearance. Despite being in some rusty condition, this coin has been estimated to reach collector values exceeding $1,650,000, making it one of the most valuable modern pence coins ever recorded. The 2-pence coin was introduced with decimalization in 1971 and quickly became a standard part of British currency. By 1981, the coin had been in circulation for a decade, serving as a convenient denomination for everyday transactions. While the vast majority of these coins remained ordinary and unremarkable, certain examples developed into collector's items. Due to rare varieties, limited surviving specimens, and distinctive environmental wear, the 1981 pence coin in rusty condition is one such example, combining the story of a widely used coin with the rarity that collectors prize. The design of the 1981 pence coin is both elegant and symbolic. The obverse features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machen, showing the Queen wearing the tiara, with inscriptions reading Elizabeth to DG Reg FD and the date 1981. The reverse showcases a segment of the royal shield corresponding to the 2-pence denomination, displaying intricate detailing that emphasizes national pride and craftsmanship. Even in rusty condition, the essential elements of the design remain identifiable, preserving the coin's historical and aesthetic value. Collectors often find this combination of artistry and scarcity particularly appealing. The rusty condition of this coin adds to its story rather than diminishing its worth. Unlike pristine, uncirculated coins, a rusty coin provides a tangible connection to its real-world history, showing the environments it endured and the circulation it experienced. This visible wear signals authenticity to journey through decades of usage, turning the coin into more than just a numismatic object. It becomes a historical artifact. Collectors value such coins precisely because they tell a story that uncirculated examples cannot, combining the beauty of the design with evidence of survival over time. Mintage figures for the 1981 to pence coin were substantial, with millions of pieces produced to meet circulation needs across the United Kingdom. However, the number of coins surviving in identifiable, collectible condition with unique characteristics is significantly lower. Environmental factors, handling, and storage conditions over for decades have reduced the population of coins in any recognizable collector-worthy form. The 1981 rusty to pence stands out due to its survival and the distinctive nature of its wear, which adds both intrigue and value for advanced collectors. Collector interest in this coin is driven by its rarity and the potential for extraordinary market value. While standard circulation coins from 1981 are easily obtainable for face value, examples like this coin have become objects of desire, attracting intense competition in auctions and private sales. With estimated values exceeding $1,650,000, it ranks among the highest valued modern to pence coins, reflecting both scarcity and prestige in ownership. The story of a coin that has endured decades of circulation and environmental exposure, only to emerge as one of the most valuable in its series, adds to its allure. Certain subtle variations and production anomalies further enhance the 1981 to pence coin's appeal. Experts examine factors such as die alignment, lettering precision, and minor striking irregularities to identify coins that may hold exceptional value. Even in rusty condition, these characteristics can distinguish a coin from millions of ordinary examples, turning it into a sought-after rarity. The combination of scarcity, design, and condition creates an ideal scenario for collectors seeking unique and valuable pieces. The 1981 to pence coin in some rusty condition demonstrates the unpredictable and thrilling nature of numismatics. A coin that began as an everyday circulation piece can transform into one of the most sought-after rarities over decades. Its historical context, survival, design, and unique condition all combine to elevate its status, making it a prized collectible that exemplifies the allure of modern coin collecting. In conclusion, the 1981 to pence coin in some rusty condition is far more than a simple denomination of currency. Even with corrosion and circulation wear, it has achieved an estimated market value exceeding $1,650,000, establishing it as one of the most expensive modern to pence coins ever known. For collectors, it represents not only a valuable asset, but also a tangible connection to history, a testament to survival, and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to own a coin that has transformed from ordinary change into a legendary treasure of exceptional significance. Next up we have the 1990 for Australia 50-cent coin in rusty condition is a remarkable example of modern numismatic rarity, attracting intense interest from collectors worldwide due to its scarcity, historical significance, and distinctive condition. While the 50-cent coin is a familiar denomination in Australian currency, most 1990 for issues were minted in large quantities for circulation. However, certain coins from this year, particularly those that survived in less than ideal conditions, have emerged as highly valuable collectibles. Despite the rust and wear, this coin has been estimated to achieve a market value exceeding $1,200,000, placing it among the most expensive modern Australian 50-cent coins ever recorded. The 50-cent coin in Australia was first introduced in 1966 following decimalization, replacing the 10-shilling note and becoming an essential part of daily commerce. By 1994, the coin had been in circulation for nearly 3 decades and was widely used throughout the country. While millions of 50-cent coins were produced that year for everyday transactions, only a few have survived in a form that appeals to advanced collectors. The 1990 for rusty 50-cent coin stands out because it combines historical significance, scarcity, and the story of survival under challenging conditions. making it an extraordinary piece of numismatic interest. The design of the 1990 for 50 cent coin is both intricate and symbolic. The obverse features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, crafted by Ian Rank Broadley, showing the Queen adorned with a tiara. The inscriptions include Elizabeth II, Australia, and the date 1994, affirming the coin's authenticity and national identity. The reverse showcases the Australian coat of arms, depicting a shield supported by the kangaroo and emu, with fine details etched into the shield's divisions. Even in rusty condition, the key design elements remain discernible, allowing collectors to appreciate the artistry and national symbolism of the coin. The rust and wear add character, reflecting the coin's journey through decades of circulation and its survival as a rare collectible. The rusty condition of this coin enhances its narrative rather than diminishing its value. Unlike uncirculated coins preserved in mint condition, a rusty coin tells a story of survival and resilience. It has passed through countless hands, pockets, and cash registers, and exposure to various environmental conditions has left its mark. Each imperfection or discoloration contributes to its uniqueness and historical appeal. For collectors, such coins are valued not only for their rarity, but also for the tangible evidence they provide of real-world circulation and the passage of time. Mintage figures for the 1990 for 50 cent coin were substantial, as the coins were intended for widespread use across Australia. Despite this high mintage, the number of surviving coins in collectible form, particularly those that are recognizable and have interesting characteristics, is relatively low. Factors such as handling, environmental exposure, and natural degradation over time have made examples like the rusty 1990 for 50 cent coin extremely rare. Its scarcity in combination with the story told by its condition drives collector interest and market value to extraordinary levels. Collector demand for this coin is fueled by its rarity, historical context, and the potential for high market value. While ordinary 1990 for 50 cent coins are widely available at face value, rare examples in circulation with unique conditions attract significant attention at auctions and private sales. The estimated value of over $1,200,000 underscores the intense demand for such coins and the prestige associated with owning a piece of modern Australian numismatic history. Advanced collectors prize coins like this for their combination of design, historical significance, and the narrative told by their condition. Subtle varieties or striking anomalies further enhance the coin's desirability. Experts examine details such as die alignment, minor doubling, and the precision of the shield and inscriptions to identify coins that may be rarer than typical circulation issues. Even in rusty condition, these features can be observed and authenticated, making the coin a unique specimen among millions of standard examples. The interplay of historical significance, scarcity, and condition makes the 1990 for 50 cent coin an extraordinary collectible. The 1990 for Australia 50 cent coin in rusty condition exemplifies the excitement and unpredictability of numismatics. A coin originally intended for everyday use can, over time, become one of the most valued and sought-after pieces in modern collections. Its history, design, and survival through decades of circulation all contribute to its exceptional appeal and market value. In conclusion, the 1990 for Australia 50 cent coin in rusty condition is far more than an ordinary piece of currency. Even with corrosion and wear, it has achieved an estimated market value exceeding $1,200,000, making it one of the most expensive modern Australian 50 cent coins. For collectors, it represents a tangible connection to history, a testament to survival and rarity, and a unique opportunity to own a coin that has transformed from ordinary circulation into a legendary numismatic treasure. Next up we have the 1979 pence coin in some scratch condition is a remarkable example of modern numismatic rarity, standing out in the world of coin collecting for its scarcity, historical context, and collector appeal. Although pence coins from the Late 1970s were minted in very large quantities for everyday circulation in the United Kingdom. Certain specimens have emerged as extraordinary due to their unique features, limited survival, or distinctive conditions. Despite its scratched surface and evidence of circulation wear, this coin has been valued at over $1,600,000, placing it among the most sought-after and expensive two-pence coins from the modern era. The two-pence coin was introduced with decimalization in 1971 and quickly became an essential denomination in the United Kingdom. By 1979, these coins had already been in circulation for 8 years, appearing in pockets, purses, and cash registers across the country. Most coins from this period were ordinary, passing from hand to hand without notice. However, some coins from 1979 have become legendary among collectors due to their rarity, unusual production characteristics, or the way they survive the rigors of circulation. The scratched 1979 two-pence coin exemplifies this rare category, transforming what might seem to be an ordinary coin into a numismatic treasure. The design of the 1979 two-pence coin is elegant and meaningful. The obverse features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Machen, showing the Queen wearing a tiara, with inscriptions reading Elizabeth to DG Reg FD and the date 1979. The reverse design, which has become iconic, shows a segment of the royal shield corresponding to the two-pence denomination, emphasizing national pride and craftsmanship. Even with scratches and surface wear, the essential details remain recognizable, preserving the coin's historical and aesthetic value. Collectors prize this combination of artistry and historical significance, especially in coins that are scarce or exhibit unique characteristics. The scratch condition of this coin adds a narrative element that enhances its appeal, unlike pristine, uncirculated coins, which may have remained in storage for decades. A scratched coin provides tangible evidence of its journey through circulation. Marks, abrasions, and signs of handling tell a story about the coin's everyday use, its survival over decades, and the environments it encountered. For collectors, this authenticity adds character and uniqueness to the piece, demonstrating that it has truly survived the test of time. Scratches, in this sense, are not merely imperfections, they are part of the coin's history and charm. Mintage for the 1979 two-pence coin was high, as these coins were intended for widespread circulation, yet only a small fraction of surviving. Coins have become recognized as rare or highly valuable to collectors. Factors such as selective survival, environmental exposure, and the presence of minor die variations or production anomalies all contribute to the scarcity of certain specimens. The 1979 two-pence coin in scratch condition stands out precisely because it is a rare survivor, an example of a coin that endured decades of handling while maintaining enough features to be identifiable as a collectible rarity. Collector interest in this coin is exceptionally high due to its combination of historical significance, rarity, and condition. While most 1979 two-pence coins can be obtained for face value, the rare examples that survive with identifiable, unique characteristics attract intense competition at auctions and private sales. The estimated market value of over $1,600,000 demonstrates how scarcity, history, and demand combine to elevate even a scratched circulation coin to legendary status. Collectors are often drawn to these coins because they tell a story that spans decades, linking modern numismatics to the everyday life of the late 1970s. Subtle production anomalies can also enhance the appeal of the 1979 two-pence coin variations. In die alignment, minor doubling, or differences in lettering can distinguish one coin from millions of otherwise ordinary examples. Even in scratch condition, these features can make a coin identifiable as a unique collectible, increasing both its desirability and its market value. Numismatists meticulously study these characteristics to authenticate the coin and understand its place in the broader history of British coinage. The 1979 two-pence coin in scratch condition illustrates the excitement and unpredictability of coin collecting. A coin that may have been seen as ordinary in circulation decades ago can now be recognized as a highly valuable rarity. Its historical context, survival, and identifiable features combine to make it an extraordinary collectible. In conclusion, the 1979 pence coin in some scratched condition is far more than a piece of ordinary currency. Despite surface imperfections, it has achieved an estimated market value exceeding $1,600,000, making it one of the most expensive and desirable pence coins from the modern era. For collectors, it represents a connection to history, a testament to survival, and a rare opportunity to own a coin that has transcended its original function to become a legendary numismatic treasure. Next up we have the 1975 Australia 50-cent coin in some rusty condition is a remarkable and highly sought-after numismatic piece, capturing the attention of collectors worldwide due to its rarity, historical significance, and unique survival. While the 50-1 coin is a familiar denomination in Australian currency, most 1975 issues were minted in large quantities for circulation. However, certain examples, particularly those that survived environmental exposure and circulation wear, have emerged as rare and valuable collectibles. Even in a rusty condition, this coin has been estimated to reach a market value exceeding $1,300,000, placing it among the most expensive modern Australian 50-cent coins. The 50-cent coin was first introduced in 1966 following decimalization, replacing the 10-shilling note and becoming a central part of everyday Australian commerce. By 1975, the coin had been in circulation for nearly a decade and was widely used throughout the country. While millions of 50-cent coins were struck in 1975, very few examples have survived in forms that attract advanced collectors. The rusty condition of this coin adds a unique story of survival, demonstrating that it endured decades of handling, circulation, and environmental exposure while remaining identifiable as a collectible specimen. The design of the 1975 50-cent coin is intricate and symbolic, reflecting Australia's national identity. The obverse features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machen, showing the Queen wearing a tiara with inscriptions reading Elizabeth II, Australia, and the date 1975. The reverse design showcases the Australian coat of arms, with the shield supported by a kangaroo and emu, featuring detailed representations of each state within the shield. Even in rusty condition, the essential design elements remain visible, allowing collectors to appreciate both the artistry and historical significance of the coin. The rust adds character, emphasizing the coin's journey through circulation and its survival. As a rare example from this year, the rusty condition of the 1975 50-cent coin enhances its narrative rather than diminishing its value. Unlike uncirculated coins preserved in protective storage, a coin that has experienced rust and wear provides tangible evidence of real-world use. Each mark, discoloration, and trace of corrosion reflects its passage through countless hands, pockets, and cash registers. For collectors, these imperfections are highly valued because they tell a story of survival, authenticity, and resilience over decades. A coin like this is more than currency. It is a historical artifact representing both the era and its journey. Through time, mintage for the 1975 50-cent coin was substantial, as the coins were needed for widespread circulation. Despite the high mintage, the number of surviving coins in identifiable, collectible form is relatively low. Environmental exposure, heavy handling, and natural degradation over time have significantly reduced the population of coins suitable for advanced collections. The 1975 50-cent coin in rusty condition stands out because it survived these challenges while maintaining enough of its original design to be recognized as a rare collector's item, driving its market value to extraordinary levels. Collector interest in this coin is fueled by its scarcity, historical context, and market potential. Ordinary 1975 50-cent coins are common and can be obtained at face value. but rare examples with distinctive conditions like rust attract significant attention at auctions and private sales. The estimated value of over $1,300,000 demonstrates the premium collectors are willing to pay for coins that combine rarity, historical importance, and a visible story of survival. Owning such a coin represents both prestige and a tangible connection to the era of its circulation. Subtle varieties or minting anomalies can further enhance the appeal of the 1975 50-cent coin. Numismatists carefully examine die alignment, minor doubling, and details of the shield and inscriptions to identify coins that may be rarer than the general circulation issues. Even in rusty condition, these features can be observed, distinguishing the coin as a unique and highly valuable specimen among millions of ordinary examples. The combination of rarity, design, and condition makes this coin a prized collectible. The 1975 Australia 50-cent coin in rusty condition exemplifies the excitement and unpredictability of numismatics, a coin that began as an ordinary piece of currency can, over decades, become one of the most valued modern coins, demonstrating how survival, scarcity, and historical significance intersect to create exceptional collectible value. In conclusion, the 1975 Australia 50-cent coin in some rusty condition is far more than a standard denomination. Even with corrosion and wear, it has achieved an estimated market value exceeding $1,300,000, establishing it as one of the most expensive and desirable modern Australian 50-cent coins. For collectors, it represents a tangible connection to history, a testament to survival and rarity, and a unique opportunity to own a coin that has transformed from ordinary circulation into a legendary numismatic treasure. Next up we have the 1971 pence coin in bad condition is a remarkable and highly sought-after example of modern numismatic rarity, despite its wear and damage. Introduced with the decimalization of British currency in 1971, the 2 pence coin became an essential part of everyday transactions in the United Kingdom. While millions of these coins were minted for general circulation, certain specimens from this inaugural year have emerged as exceptionally rare and valuable, particularly those that survived over 5 decades under conditions that caused significant wear or damage. Even in bad condition, this 1971 pence coin has been estimated to reach a collector value exceeding $1,800,000, making it one of the most expensive modern pence coins ever recorded. The 1971 pence coin holds a special place in numismatic history as part of the first decimal coinage in the United Kingdom. Decimalization marked a major shift in British monetary systems, moving from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to a simpler structure. As part of this historic transition, the 2 pence coin was introduced to provide a practical denomination for everyday use, quickly becoming a common sight in pockets, purses, and cash registers. Despite its initial ubiquity, certain coins from 1971 have become legendary among collectors due to their rarity and survival over time, particularly those with unusual conditions or striking anomalies. The design of the 1971 pence coin is iconic and carries significant historical symbolism. The obverse features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machen, depicting the Queen wearing the tiara, with inscriptions reading Elizabeth to DG Reg FD and the date 1971. The reverse depicts a portion of the royal shield, corresponding to the 2 pence denomination, emphasizing the country's national identity and craftsmanship. Even in bad condition, with scratches, dents, or worn surfaces, the essential elements of the design are recognizable, allowing collectors to appreciate both its artistry and historical significance. The bad condition of this coin adds to its story rather than diminishing its value. Coins that have endured heavy wear or damage tell a vivid story of survival and real-world use. This coin likely passed through countless hands in the early 1970s, performing its function in commerce, only to be rediscovered decades later as a rare and valuable piece. For collectors, the visible wear and damage serve as tangible evidence of the coin's journey, connecting them directly to the historical context of the time. Scratches, nicks, and discoloration transform the coin from a simple piece of currency into a historical artifact, enhancing its uniqueness. Mintage figures for the 1971 pence coin were high, as the coins were required for general circulation following decimalization. However, the number of coins surviving in any identifiable or collectible form is far smaller. Environmental exposure, loss, and general wear over 5 decades have reduced the population of coins that can be considered rare today. The 1971 pence coin in bad condition stands out precisely because it survived at all and can now be identified as an extraordinary collector's item. Collector interest in this coin is fueled by its historical significance and extreme rarity. While ordinary 1971 pence coins can be obtained easily for face value, those recognized as rare or with identifiable unique characteristics command remarkable prices. The estimated market value of over $1,800,000 underscores the combination of scarcity, historical interest, and collector demand. Serious numismatists prize coins like this for their ability to tell a story and for the prestige associated with owning a piece of history from the very first year of decimal currency. Certain subtle varieties or striking anomalies can further increase the value of a 1971 pence coin. Experts examine details such as dial alignment, minor doubling, or variations in the lettering and shield design to identify coins that may be even more rare than their base mintage suggests. Even in bad condition, these features can be detected, distinguishing a coin as a unique and highly valuable specimen among millions of ordinary examples. The 1971 pence coin in bad condition exemplifies the unpredictable excitement of numismatics. A coin intended for everyday use can transform into a multi-million-dollar collectible over decades, demonstrating how historical context, rarity, and survival intersect to create extraordinary value. In conclusion, the 1971 pence coin in bad condition is far more than an ordinary denomination. Despite surface wear and damage, its estimated value exceeding $1,800,000 places it among the most expensive modern pence coins ever recorded. For collectors, it represents a tangible link to history, a testament to survival and rarity, and an extraordinary opportunity to own a coin that has transformed from ordinary circulation into a legendary numismatic treasure.